Waiting! 44. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
On any pass that's in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and...
Here we go, here we go. 30 base, 54. I smell fear in that offense. Let's go. I smell fear in that offense. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I'm here all day. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch the eye. 66. Pull it. Now. Check 13. Look at that. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Oh.
1st down. Here's a run with Peterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. We got this. Tight dog. Get along. West. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill. Shift.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, hut. Kick to Pittsburgh. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... 22, check, over. I'm 22. I'm just let. Over. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0.
14. Eagles nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 1 yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45. It's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You got tape. You got tape. Let's go. Drive on. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Check safety, check safety.
They start the drive with Peterson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, check, check.
Looking to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. 54. Here we go, D. Check, 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 check.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now back to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Josh Lambeau
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we
Push him back. He's checking.